to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Grant applications are complex and come with many challenges. Here's a list of common mistakes in applying for a grant. Failing to make clear the purpose of the study. Failing to support the hypothesis with facts, studies, and evidence. Not planning for obstacles by having backup plans. Lack of data to support the proposal. Failing to display knowledge of the current research and how your study fits into it. Using acronyms and jargon rather than plain English. Failing to define the research methodology and how you plan to carry out the research. Not connecting your project to the current list of topics the grantor is seeking. Using a title that is misleading or uninteresting. Failing to succinctly summarize the research to be done in the abstract. Avoid these mistakes in writing your grant proposal. In writing a research grant proposal, it's important to know your audience and what they are looking for. Spend time researching the granting institution, including their goals and objectives. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.